It's hard to slow this down. The faster this train goes, and it's going pretty fast now, the harder it is to slow it down. But we think we have a shot at doing it without causing many other social problems.
Governor DeWine today with a move that he hopes will put the brakes on that train, a 3-week curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. beginning Thursday. Good evening. I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Sarah Shookman. The governor says the curfew is less disruptive to the economy than shutting down restaurants and bars. And perhaps that's in part because there are plenty of exceptions to the curfew. Lena Lai explains what you need to know.
Not talking about closing any businesses as we did then.
Rather than closing restaurants and bars, Governor Mike DeWine announced an overnight stay-at-home order to turn around statewide coronavirus infections that have tripled in the last 3 weeks.
But what we're asking every Ohioan to do is to limit your activity, limit your contacts.
The curfew begins Thursday from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. for the next 3 weeks. It applies to individuals, not businesses. But in effect, businesses like retail stores and casinos would be expected to close. It does not apply to people going to and from work, grocery stores, pharmacies, and restaurants with carryout, getting groceries, medicine, or medical care, or those getting takeout and delivery orders.
We've kept our guests and our staff safe the entire night.
For restaurant and bar owners who will lose 4 hours of business, the curfew is another hit on sales that have dropped 20 to 70% during the pandemic.
At 10 o'clock, the night is still young, so they want to continue having fun. So what do? They leave and they go back to their private residences where there's no masking, there's no distancing. It's ironic that the 10 p.m. curfew, which is thought to slow the spread, I would argue it's accelerating the spread.
What are the alternatives? Further spread? Are hospitals being full?
Case Western Reserve infectious disease researcher Professor Mark Cameron says it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to know if the curfew is working.
It's a measure to try to take our day-to-day activities and figure out how we can reduce those risks.
And Governor Mike DeWine believes the curfew will reduce contact with others by 20 to 25%. As for curfew violations, it's a second-degree misdemeanor punishable technically by up to 90 days in jail and a $750 fine. But the governor does not expect police to be heavy-handed. He does not see police pulling people over. And Sarah, a lot of people were wondering on social media, yes, you can go outside to walk your dog.
Very good questions out there. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of self-policing of this curfew. We'll see if it works. Thanks, Lena.